Hello everyone, Dan Nance here, coming to you from beautiful sunny Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world. It's Friday afternoon, about 3:30 my time, and I had a couple hours to kill before Maywood starts, so I thought I'd do a recap show from last night's Maywood, where it was freezing cold again last night there. It's only sunny again, sunny today, like always, 70. Yeah, that's how it is here, so I know it's freezing, you guys are freezing your canuts off, but what can you do? Yeah, time to move away, go to where the climate's better. But anyway, we'll do a recap show from last night at Maywood. Now, like I said, it was ice cold there in Chicago last night. But you know what? It was ice cold here for Dan Nance in the first two races too, because I gave out some ice cold gimmicks starting off the first race and the second race last night at beautiful Maywood Park. You know, I'm sure everybody kept warm in the grandstand. I think there's probably about 25 or 30 people in the grandstand. That's what I heard, because, you know, people rather stay home where it's nice and toasty and warm. So anyway, let's get to the results. I had, out of the 10 races, I had 5 top-rated winners last night, and I had 1 second-rated winner and 1 third. So out of the 10 races, 7 winners came out of my top 3 rated horses. 5 of them were top rated. All right, we covered that, and of course, they're going to go to a new post time starting whenever. What is it? Next week? They're going to go to 7. They're going to start the races at 7:30, 20 minutes later than normal. And I don't know what the reason is for that, but that's what they're going to do. So we'll have to put up with that. Yesterday, I don't know if they got off on time or not. I can't remember. They were probably a little late. But anyway, what's the difference? They ran the 10 races, and that's all that matters. Anyway, let's start in the first race. I had them rated 461273. It came in 4612. So DNRS gave out the Exacta, the Tri, and the Super ice cold. The Exacta paid decent, $26.60. The Tri, $45.40 ice cold, and the Super, $48 for $1 ice cold. Start out the daily double. And then, you know what? I got a text message, not a text message, I should say, an email from one of my DNRS members, who's now a DNRS membership club member, who can purchase the numbers every night. And after the first race, he sent me an email and said that he decided he was going to bet the DNRS numbers ice cold for the trifecta in the first race. Of course, he caught it, and he caught it for $10. Can you see it? Let me see if you could. Wait, I don't know if you could see that or not. It's kind of white. Yeah, there it is. Can you guys see that? There it is. He sent me the ticket. He scanned it and sent me the picture. I took a picture of it and sent me the ticket. Race 1 Maywood, $10 try, 461. DNRS numbers, ice cold. So what did he pick up there? $225 for 10 bucks. So moving on to the second race, I had him rated 764135. It came in 7643. So that was another ice cold Exacta, ice cold Tri. I missed the ice cold Super, barely missed it. I had the 3 rated 5th. He got up for 4th. My 4th rated horse got beat. So it was almost ice cold. But what's the difference? We had the Exacta ice cold and the Tri ice cold. Now this Exacta came back 3280 ice cold. And the Tri came back 7440 ice cold. And of course I had the Super numbers with the 3 in there. That paid $158 for $1. So that was another ice cold race on an ice cold night at Maywood Park. Oh, let's mention too that I gave out the daily double ice cold, winner of both the first and second races. And that paid $41 ice cold. Now, I check my emails, as I do all the time between races, because there's such a long time between races, and I get another email from the same member, the same DNRS member that purchases the numbers every night, and he sent me another message. Let's see here. I'll bring it right up here. And he said he decided he was going to take another $10 ticket ice cold in the second race, 764 for $10, and he scanned. Let's see, you can get up close up there. There you go. He scanned, or he took a picture of the ticket, emailed it to me to show me, Dan, I bet another $10 ice cold try on your numbers, 764. And this time I got back 350, 370, 372. So 372 in the first race and 225 in the second race. He got off of two $10 tickets. So he was very happy, and he continued on for the rest of the card, I guess. Well, we had the exacta ice cold in the third race also. Didn't have to try. My fourth rated, there were two scratches in the fourth race. The 4-horse, a night with Wilma. Wilma didn't want to have a night at Maywood because it was too cold. And yes, I did. Yes, he did scratch. So there were two scratches, brought it down to a 6-horse field. So the 8-horse, who I had, wound up being rated 4th, and he ran 3rd. I had him rated 31285 after the scratches. It came in 3182. Exacta paid popcorn money, as I always say, $5.80. The try paid $48. Wasn't too bad when short field and you know, catch that easy. And the super paid $59 for $1. So there it is. That's 3 top-rated winners. First 3 races. 3 ice cold exactas, 2 ice cold tries, 1 ice cold super in the first 3 races on that ice cold night at Maywood Park. All right, so as we continued on, of course I should mention the first race was the start of the pick 6, that 20-cent jackpot pick 6, which I always stick 20, 25, 30, 35 bucks into, sometimes maybe more. And I was alive, of course, after the first 2 races, and I had 3 horses going I was alive after the first 3 races, I should say, and moving into the 4th race, I had 3 horses in that race. We had a scratch in that race too. Ustein's horse, the 3 was scratch, Mantarctica, because he figured it was like Antarctica at Maywood. So Mantarctica says, I'm not racing in Antarctica. It's too damn cold at Maywood. It's like Antarctica. So he scratched. So that left a 6-horse field, and I had 3 of the 6 horses going in my pick 6 ticket. Unfortunately, speaking Greek, once again, the Great One's horse, George, the Great One, who's battling illnesses, and he's in rehabilitation right now. Hopefully, Big George will pull through, and we'll see him back out at the racetrack. But his horse won again. He came off a bad line, and he didn't rate for me. He actually rated on the bottom horse for me. I had him rated 512-674. And he was the 4-horse that rated on the bottom of my numbers. But he jumped up at $50, and he beat my top-rated and my second-rated horse. My top-rated ran 2nd. My second-rated ran 3rd. And George's horse, speaking Greek, knocked everybody out of the pick 6. As we found out later on, at the end of the pick 6 sequence, George's horse knocked everybody out. There were no winners. Paid 5 out of 6. The exact in that race, if I'd have ran my, if I'd have ran my top-rated horse 2nd in there, which I do a lot of times, the syndicate boys will tell you that, I'll take the top-rated horse and I'll run them 1st and 2nd with my numbers. But for some reason, I didn't do it last night in this race, and it came back good. $163 exacta, $543 try, and an $856 super. If I'd have only taken my top-rated horse and ran him 2nd, but DN didn't do it, so DN didn't cash that race. One of the races I didn't cash. And DN got knocked out of the pick 6. Now, why I didn't just, for the hell of it, throw George's horse into my ticket? Because, after all, George was a syndicate member. He's not a syndicate member now for the 2015 DNRS wagering syndicate because he's been in the hospital for several months now, and he's, trying to pull through. So he's not, but he's always been a syndicate member. Why wouldn't I just, for the hell of it, out of just because George is in the hospital, why don't I throw him in my ticket? I take down the whole pool. I take down the whole pool. It was probably around $6,000 with the carryover and what they bet, and I didn't do it. I'm sorry, George. I should have done it. I should have done it just out of sheer principle. Because for some reason, since George has been in the hospital, his horses have been winning. Speaking Greek and Mariah Hanover, they've been winning. The mare's got 2 wins, and now this is 2 wins for Speaking Greek. And Speaking Greek couldn't win last year. But they're winning now, and they're racing good for George and Becca, Rebecca Ford, his partner. But anyway, that's what happened in race 4. So we'll move on to race number 5, and I had him rated 8-3-2-1-7-5. My second rated horse won, favorite, Seeking for Glamour, and Key Her on top, second rated on top. Top 2 rated on top, 5 deep, he catch it all. $45 exacta, $176 try, $286 on the super. 7 horse I had rated underneath the 3. 1 horse I had rated 4th, and the 2 horse I had rated 3rd. So the numbers were there. Second rated horse on top, 5 deep. And then moving on to the 6th race, which would have been the last leg, and I singled the 4 horse in my pick 6 ticket. Transplanted. And that was out even before the driver change was announced, because I didn't even know they went to Osteen on the driver change, which I didn't think it would matter anyway, because I think Ridge Warren was scheduled to drive, and I think Ridge is capable of bringing him home just as well as anybody else, to tell you the truth. So I single transplanted, but I didn't use George's horse. And transplanted won. I had him rated 4-2-7-5-3-1. It came in 4-3-2-5. So that was good for another exacta try and super, but it didn't pay much at all. Only came back $12 for the exacta, $39.80 for the try, $77 for the super, with the top rated horse on top. So I did get 3 consolations, which paid, I think I got back $65. Had 3 tickets, 3 consolation tickets in the pick 6. So I got back $65, and I think I put in a $28 ticket. So made a little money on that, but it would have been nice if I'd have just used George's horse. Moving on to race number 7, which was the start of the pick 4. Top rated winner, the 3 horse, Odds On Topaz. No surprise to anybody, but she rated top and she ran on top. And I had him rated 3-2-4-5-6-7, came in 3-6-5. So I had the 6 and the 5 underneath my top rated horse. $18.80 on the exacta, $73.80 on the try, and of course no super in the start of the pick 4. Moving on to the 8th race. Well, I didn't cash this race because the 4 horse won it. I had him rated 2-6-1-9-8-4. There was a scratch, the 7. He wasn't even a rated number, so it didn't matter. But I had him rated 2-6-1-9-8-4, as I said. And the 4 horse, my bottom rated horse, wound up winning. Our Doonshine, matter of fact, he won a little easy, went to the top and win. My 3rd rated horse ran 2nd. My 4th rated horse ran 3rd. So once again, I didn't cash because I didn't have the 4 rated higher. And moving on to the 9th race, caught this race. My top 3 rated horses ran all in the money, 1, 2, and 3. My 3rd rated horse was the winner at nice odds. 10-1, Alan Fleischer, my man Alan Fleischer's horse. His mom and dad live out here in Summerlin. They're always at the Rampart Casino every day. That's where they like to hang out. They're retired people, and they like to hang out there. So, Alan's horse won the race, made a big move up the backside. Yeah, he swooped on them up the backside. Just like old Vern used to do back in the 80s. They used to call that Laverne Highway back there, going to the 3/4 pole. Laverne would be sitting there, 3rd over on the outside, and then he'd tip, baby, and he'd swoop on yay. That's what we used to say, swoop on yay. And that's what Fleischer's horse did last night, made a power move, swoop on yay. Went right to the top and won it. Way to go, Big Al. Way to go, Big Al. Got that win. Got that first win of the year. All right. Paid $22. I had him rated 3-2-6. 5 and 7 were scratched. Beluga Babe and Playgirl Interlude. Laverne scratched both of his horses last night. Didn't want to come in. Too cold. Too cold. Too far of a drive from where Vern lives now. But anyway, after the scratches, I had him rated 3-2-6-4. Came in 6-2-3. Okay, and I only had 4 rated horses after those 2 scratches. But the try came in and paid, the exacta paid $62, boxed up my top 3 rated, and the boxed up my top 3, catch a $120 try. Not bad. Decent payoffs, right? I thought it'd pay a little more with a $22 horse, but you know, it's 6 horse field and all that. What do you expect it to pay, even with a $22 horse on top? Then moving to the last race, They had 2 scratches again, Odds on Dominica and Steph's Melody were scratched, brought the field down to 7. They canceled the high 5, and they made it a super. So 2 of the scratches, my numbers wound up being 6-8-1-2. It came in 5-1-4-8. They made a driver change, a late driver change on the 5. No, they didn't make a late driver change. I'm sorry. Mike Osteen, first time Osteen on the 5. And 6-time change of hands, but for some reason he just didn't rate last night for me after I worked the rating system numbers, and he wound up winning at 6-1. So didn't have nothing that race. Didn't cash a ticket in that race. And that's how it went. That's how it went. Good night, ice cold tickets, a lot of winners. Good night at Maywood. And we got tonight at Maywood to look forward to. Starting in a little while, Maywood. I got them all ready to go here. It's 18 degrees right now. I checked the weather before I came on air. It's 18 degrees with a wind chill of 4. It's a little windy, so the wind chill's down there. It's going to be another cold night at Maywood, but who cares? As long as the numbers are hot, that's all I care about. And I'm sure whoever purchased the numbers today, and my syndicate guys, that's all they care about too. They don't care how cold it is, as long as the numbers are hot. Let me catch a couple more ice colds tonight is what we need. We need a big ice cold to hit. But you know what? The payoffs have been bad. The payoffs have been bad out there in Chicago because, you know, you're dealing with a lot of short fields. A lot of short fields and chalks. So what do you expect the payoffs to be? It's hard to get a price. It's hard to get a payoff, you know. And Balmoral's cards are worse than Maywood's, you know, the short fields and entries and all that. So, you know, value's been bad. Value's been bad out there. So you got to take what they give you, as Burton would say. As my man Burton would always say, you got to take what they give you. And let's see, what can I talk about here before I hang up? Oh yeah, I wanted to say I went over to Barn to Wire, you know, like I do every day, and I read. And I noticed here that they put up a topic, Dan Nance, I guess because after I did my last video, my man Homestretch, I think, put up a topic. And yeah, Homestretch put up a Dan Nance topic. They didn't really, nobody's really on there bashing me and trashing me like they usually like to do. Yeah, there was a couple negative comments about me in there, you know, like there always is. Somebody's got to say something negative, you know, about you. But I did want to mention one thing here that one of these guys said here. Let me scan down and find it. Oh, yeah. Okay, where's it at? Yeah, here it is. Here's it. Whoever this guy is at Vegas 2, that posts on here, have no clue who it is, uses the name Vegas 2, number 2. Don't know who it is. Don't really care either. But I don't know him. He claims that he doesn't know me at all. But he wrote that, oh yeah, he wrote, don't know the dude, but I'll bet your bankroll he's closer to 41 wins than 500. Another guy. He claims he don't know me, but he's going to... anyway, I just want to address this. I'll tell you what, Vegas, too. If you live out in Vegas, why don't we meet somewhere? You know, like, I don't care, Red Rock, Starbucks, on Charleston, I don't care, In-N-Out Burger, wherever you want to, the new White Castle down on the Strip. Yeah, let's meet. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pack up all these hundreds of win pictures I got here, okay, to prove to you how many wins I had. Okay, close to 500 or 500, whatever it is. Okay, bring your bankroll down, and I'll bring my bankroll down. And then after you view my picture that say Dan Nance trainer and that, and I prove you wrong with your comment that I'm closer to 41 wins than 500, I'll take your money and I'll say so long. See you later. Have a nice life. Okay, Vegas too. Okay, because I can prove what I state. But you know what? The comments that you make are off the wall because you have no clue what you're talking about, but you want to make comments. What, putting me down maybe? I don't know. But anyway, so that was a little bit, that was a put down. But you know what? I could prove what I say. So let's meet. Let's meet, Vegas 2. Bring your bankroll. I'll bring the pictures, and then you can hand me your money over. And I'll use it and I'll fire on some ramrod races in Chicago. Anyway, that's about it. So they had that topic up there at Barn to Wire. I wanted to address that comment by Vegas 2. And what else? Nothing much. I don't even want to go over the Barn to Wire stuff right now because it's getting close to post, hour and 10, 15, 20 minutes before post time. I don't want to address nothing like that. But you know what? Speaking of the new White Castle down on the Strip here in in Vegas, across the street from Caesars. You know the new Lynx Ferris wheel that opened up. They got that beautiful walkway down there now with all the stores. Well, that's where White Castle opened up. I sent a text to my buddy in Chicago a little while ago, Big Daddy, and I asked him. I said, hey Joe, what's the price of a cheeseburger, White Castle cheeseburger in Chicago? He texted me back and said 88 cents. 88 cents. They're getting, check this out, $2.25 for a White Castle hamburger down on the strip there. $2.50, 25 cents more for a cheeseburger. $2.50 for a cheeseburger. A double cheese, $3.89 down on the strip. Can you believe this? And people are paying it big time. They have 8 security guards working there at all time. You have to first stand in the line outside before you get inside to get an order in. That's how slammed they are. You can go on YouTube and pull up the video. Check it out. Yeah. Can you believe the prices they're getting? And people are paying it. They're paying it. They're paying for, I mean, this size. $2.50 for a cheeseburger. You go 2 bites or 1 bite. You can take 1 bite, put it all in your mouth if you want. That's what we used to do when we were teenagers, my buddy and I. We used to order sliders and then whoop, all at once and laugh about it. There's one gone. But anyway, I want to let you guys know that in case you're coming to Vegas and you want to stand in that line for about 45 hours, maybe 2 hours or more on the weekend to get a White Castle slider because you're all buzzed up and high, and or you're juiced up on liquor, and you want those sliders at night. Get ready to stand in line and pay $2.25 for a cheeseburger and $3.89 for a double. Yeah, that's how it is now. So, what are you going to do? Inflation. Oh yeah, speaking of inflation, real quick too, gas prices again. Yeah, drove by the gas station, had to go get some gas this morning, and it was $2.55 yesterday down here in Summerlin, which they rip you off in Summerlin anyway. Gas is about 10 cents, 8 to 10 cents higher in Summerlin than it is if you drove 2-3 miles and you get out of Summerlin, because they rip all these people off to live up here in Summerlin because they think they got money, so they rip them off and charge higher gas prices up here in Summerlin. Those people can afford it. But anyway, $2.55 yesterday here at the Fabulous, not Fabulous Freddy's, but the Terribles gas stations out here. They named them Terribles, probably because of terrible prices, I don't know. But $2.55, $2.59 today. So 4 cents. 4 cents increase overnight, like I said in the other video. 4, 5, 6, that's what they do. 4, 5, 6 cents a day. Until they get back up there to where they want it. Rip everybody off. But what are you going to do? Go out to the track, make some money, and don't worry about the gas. Get some bets in, make some money, and then go fill your tank up. Who cares what they're charging for gas? As long as you make money, who cares? Who cares about anything they charge you? If you're broke, then you got to worry about what they're charging for stuff, right? Thank you for letting me have time to wet my whistle. So anyway, I'll let you guys go, and hope you enjoyed the video recap. I know that a lot of guys say they enjoy my videos. Oh yeah, I got an email. Speaking of emails, I'd like to go over some emails that I got. I got an email from a guy, what was his name? I can't even remember the name. I don't want to pull up the email. But he sent me an email yesterday afternoon, which I didn't see until this morning. He wanted me to know if I'd do Yonkers numbers for him. He started talking to me something about a website that I don't want to mention, where evil people hang out at, but and I don't want to mention that because I don't look at it since June 2013. Don't know what they're doing there. Don't care. Don't care what they're saying, what they're doing, or nothing. Don't care about it. Out of sight, out of mind. Since 2013 June. But anyway, I get these people who want to email me stuff. But he emailed me stuff, and he said something about, yeah, they really go to town on me at this dump, which I always, everybody probably knows that's what they do because that's how the kind of evil people operate. But anyway, he sent me an email. And he said he wanted to know if I do Yonkers numbers. He wanted me to do Yonkers. He's going to pay me double for the Yonkers numbers. Well, first of all, he's not a member. He didn't buy a membership for the DNRS membership club for $5 to make him eligible to buy purchases, so that I could make sure that I got legitimate people buying my numbers that aren't going to steal them and go post them on forums. So he didn't become a member, so I can't sell it to him if I wanted to, because I got that policy in place. But he asked me to do Yonkers numbers because he wanted me to do them, and then he wanted to go post them after the races were over and all that, you know, because he loves my numbers and he loves my videos and all this kind of stuff. So, and he wanted to pay me double. But anyway, I got that email, and I told him straight out, I go, I'm sorry, you know, I got enough work, you know, doing Chicago tracks in the Meadowlands, takes up enough of my time, and then I got to worry about betting at night, and I don't have time to do Yonkers, you know, so, and besides that, you have to be a member, a DNRS member, a membership club member, to purchase the selections. But thank you for your email, and I don't view no websites like you're referring to. Haven't going on. It'll be 2 years in June, and I don't care what they're doing there, what they're saying, and don't care. Okay, because it's meaningless and nonsense, and it's all garbage. Okay, so but thank you for the email, and I appreciate it. And, thank you for asking about the numbers. If you want to become a DNRS member and purchase Chicago or Meadowlands, then go right ahead. I'll have those numbers if you become a DNRS membership club member. And I appreciate you liking my videos. So that was an email that came in yesterday. Wanted to mention that. So if you got any emails, got any questions, you don't email me. I'll be glad to answer them if I remember to answer them or get around to them. But anyway, for all those of you that do enjoy the videos and don't like to go on websites like Barn to Wire and you know, knock me around and say some stuff, you know, I can expect that on other websites. But you know, if you know, I only read Barn to Wire and I pick up some of those comments. But you know. Oh, yeah, Burton made a comment too on the thread, sort of a negative comment toward me. Something about delusional or something. Well, I'm not delusional about nothing, Burton. We'll just, you know, clear that up, okay? Nothing against you. I don't care about you anymore. Nothing against you, Richard McDermott, okay? But I'm not delusional about nothing, okay? So you can take that comment and up the old wazoo. But anyway, Burton had something to say like that. He thinks I'm delusional. I'm not delusional about nothing. I speak the truth, I tell you like it is, and I say what I have to say. Okay? So that's how it is. And I'm a very nice guy when I want to be. Yeah? Okay. And don't worry. I'm not going to I'm not going to split your nuts off the side of your face. Anybody out there. And of course, unless they get in my face, then, you know, do what you got to do. You know, so no comments. So that comment that I made the other day about that was a joke. That was meant to be funny and to make people laugh like it did. The guy said he was rolling on the floor after I said that. Well, that's what it was meant to do. Be a funny comment so people can roll on the floor and laugh about some of the things that pop into my head. So no, I didn't mean that toward anybody, that I was going to split their nuts off the side of their face if they come after me with sticks and stones. Wasn't directed to anybody personally. I was just saying, you know, if I'm out somewhere and some goof comes up to me, you know, wants to throw sticks and stones at me, you know, that's what I'll do. So that's the way it is. So I'll address that too. I forgot about that. So anyway, 4 o'clock here in Vegas, beautiful, still out, sun's out, you know, it'll be getting dark in about an hour and a half, and that's the way it is, Friday night and Friday afternoon in Las Vegas, Nevada. So I'm going to hang up now, guys. Try to stay warm out there in the Midwest and the East Coast, and try to make some money at the track tonight, you know, see if you can pick some winners or pick your own losers or do whatever you got to do. All right? So take care, and maybe I'll see you tonight after the race. No, I probably won't see you tonight after the races. It gets too late. I'm too tired to do videos. But maybe tomorrow afternoon I might do a recap show for tonight and see how we did. Okay? So take care. Until next time, guys.